anyways, going back to looking at my hair. So what I'm doing is I am, well, it's that time to do my hair. So, so what I do is, you know, of course I just have to brush this baby out because it does need a brush. And so what I do is I make sure that before I do anything with my hair, whether I curl it or whatnot, I tend to, sorry if I'm not looking right at the camera right now, just organizing, brushing my hair and parting it how I want it to be parted. So what I do, first things first, is I basically straighten my hair. I'm back. So I found a little hair tie for me. Okay. And again, it's just like those little baby, like little rubber bands. Hair tie, because I'm not doing my whole head. So again, I just twist it like this. Twisty twist, twisty twist. And then I just twist it around. And then here comes my bobby pins. Again, you know, this really does help because then all your short pieces are just not noticeable. Because that's the key here, is you don't want to show some short pieces, baby. So then let me just kind of show you what it looks like from behind. That's what it looks like. So it's just like a little tiny little bun. All right, so then we'll come down to the, after that, now depending on how fast you are with this, sometimes it can go real fast, sometimes it might take longer, just depending. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all these are my bottom pieces I'm using. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, number one, brush them out. And then what I do is I kind of look to see if it needs, which I think it kind of does. I'm going to wave it just a little bit. So these are going to be definitely, I'm going to curl these again and wave them. So again, I just used my, my vanity drawers to help me pin them down. And I always make sure to brush them out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move, because you guys are going to have, you guys can't see what I'm doing exactly down there. So what I'm going to do here is real quick, kind of move you down here. Move you up a little bit. So here they are, they're all pinned, okay? So I got them all pinned, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put my Garnier leave-in conditioner. Again, I know sometimes you're like, well, maybe you don't need to put that on all the time, but what I've noticed is, again, especially, you know, when I'm using the waver, it just shows a whole lot better, shows off the actual waver, the shape of the waver. So I always put that in there. And also too, it's just a nice smell, and I put my spray on. Just kind of wipe it in. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little piece here, and then I'm going to wave this all the way down. Okay, so here's my waver, and I just kind of keep it in there for a little bit now, and then let go. Keep it in there for a little bit, and as you can tell, I don't know if you can, it's, again, sometimes it is kind of hard because it is darker hair. But in my lighting, you can kind of see, well, maybe, yeah, you can kind of see with the ring light behind it. You can kind of see it's a very subtle, it's not, again, huge. So this is what it looks like. Now, I mean, it's, and it's still pretty thick considering. I mean, I don't make this super skinny or anything. So, there you go. And then just put a little bit in there. And then, yeah, so this kind of, sometimes it does take a little time, but it's okay. It doesn't take super long or anything. But, and I noticed by doing this, I don't know what it is, but for some reason it just does, it makes it seamlessly just kind of come together a lot more than how I've been doing it. And that's the thing, you gotta try different techniques and tricks and stuff. What will work for you, what will not work for you. Okay, so this is all waved out. Now on the bottoms here, what I like to do on the bottoms, now I could just leave it like this, but I'm gonna nope, not going to. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little, this is where I can get a little, a little fancy. And what I do is I use this curler, my curling wand, and just kind of curl it. So the bottom parts are curled, but on the top you see the wave. And I don't know, I think for some reason this look is just a really unique type of look. I really like it. And it works for me. All right. All right, so I kind of just brush it through finger it through with my fingers a little bit. And see, now you can really see there's those curls on the bottom. And I don't know, something about it. I really like it. So what I do is I'm just gonna clip these in. And what I'm gonna do is this is kind of like what I do normally with all my other, with the other extensions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quit here, and then I'm going to show you towards the end with my final look. How does that look when I'm basically on the top of my head with my own hair and with my extensions? Then what do I do there? So that's where you're going to see me when I come back. Okay, I'm back, guys. So what I do here, because this is I have a little piece here, so I have practically all my extensions in. except for I have 2 one pieces, but I'll do that later. So this front part where you're gonna see some of my hair, my natural hair, and the extension hair will be a little bit noticeable because it's around my face. So what I do is I just kind of, or not kind of, but what I do is I use the waver here just to kind of blend it together, because these are the under pieces. So again, it's really important to put these under pieces together. Okay, I see there's that other part there. So just kind of put it in there. Yeah, so it just kind of goes with it better. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down. Well, actually, before I put this down, I'm going to move this, the extension hair, behind my back, and then put this part, the top layers, in the front. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to real quickly, and this is the last time I really use the waver. So I just kind of get my own hair and I just wave my own hair. We just missed this spot. There you go. So, and I just wave my own hair. Then move it back. And then, yeah. Again, by doing this, I'm already waving it. And then I use a curler to blend my extensions with my actual hair. Instead of using the waver and the extensions together, I use the curler. And I notice by doing that, the curling wand, I know by doing that, it actually curls, it actually puts it together a whole lot better. There you go. So that's pretty much, I'm done with my waver now. The waver is no more. So here is, here's the hair. So as you can see, it's pretty much all curled and waved. And then, then I'm gonna go ahead and put my little one pieces in before, oops, there I go again, before I forget. So I kind of also check to see the bottom so I know which one goes where. Because sometimes, at the end of the day, I just kind of take them off and I just put them in. I just put one on top of each other, so I don't really put them in order per se. I put it somewhat in order, but not fully. Okay, so this is what I do. Now what I do is I just kind of take, so see I have my hair and some of the extensions hair right here. And what I just do is I just curl it. And this really does help blend it. I mean, I have to say this is a cool technique. Something I was just kind of just kind of figuring out, like, what can I do to make it more seamlessly together? Because I really do like the waver. The waver is a nice waver. However, the waver is very subtle. It's not very dramatic. And again, like sometimes, it just depends, if it was more dramatic, it might be a little bit different. Maybe all I will do is just use a waver. But what I notice is it's like you're basically sandwiching your hair. That's basically what it is. And for me, I guess if you're just using just your hair and your hair only, then it wouldn't be that big of a deal, I don't think. But if you're using extensions, I don't know, like I feel like for it to be blended a lot better and it won't be noticeable so much, I think the best bet is to curl it. Even like when you straighten it, yeah, you might not be able to see it as well, but you might not be able to notice it. But for those who are extension wearers, you know, sometimes it's easier for us to kind of figure, oh yeah, she's wearing extensions. Like you can kind of just tell. And sometimes you can, especially when it's straight. I mean, I've seen it, even though I'm not saying it doesn't look bad, you could just kind of tell. Because you can see your short hair where it ends. And that's why, again, layering with extensions is so important. Because when you don't have those layers in, then that causes a lot of, like, oh, honey, you're wearing extensions, baby girl. So, so here now I'm just kind of fingering it, going through. You know, sometimes I use my wide tooth comb. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes your hands is like the best tools anyways. So, especially because then you know like how hard or how soft you should go when you're pulling. Like here, I knew, like I can feel it. All right, so now this is what it looks like. So now the next trick the last thing I do on my agenda here for this hair is now I could leave my bangs like this, you know, I could, but I've noticed that I like to tuck my bangs behind my ear, and then I kind of have like my little sideburns here. I just kind of put them up in the front. And my I don't really curl my sideburns because my sideburns already kind of curl on its own. So I don't really see the need to curl my sideburns. So anyway, so now what I'm going to do is I kind of pulled it back. I kind of like make sure that my hair's not showing in the back. So I kind of just feel my way there. And then what I do is I throw it all in the back. And then what I do is then I kind of check it. So it's gonna be kind of interesting checking it with the camera in front of me, but click. Well, I'm gonna separate this and just kind of curl it. Curl it, because sometimes like you think you got everything, but when you pull everything in the back, you'll see some pieces that were forgotten, you know, not purposely forgotten, but you just kind of like, oh, they're kind of strange. So just kind of curl it. And especially, that's why it's really important to definitely have two mirrors. So you have your main mirror and then your little tiny mirror there to kind of check the back, especially if you're the only one at home. So now I kind of put it all the way to the front. So I'm pretty happy with what it turned out to be. So this is what it is. Sorry, I'm wearing here. There you go. So this is what it looks like. And I really like it. I mean, it just has more of a nice curl factor to it. So what I do is this is when I use the Sleek and Shine serum from the Garnier. I just put like a little pump. I don't know if you can notice that. It's very little. And then I just kind of put it here. You know, again, I don't want to put too much close to my head, but just at least down to the curl so it can kind of keep its shape, and I kind of just scrunch it up a little bit. And then there you go. That's on one side. And then I just do another side. Oops. Make sure you got all your hair in there. All right, and then I just kind of go all the way through. And there you go. Kind of put that there too, up there, because some you got those flyaways. So, and there you go. There you have it. Again, it has this nice, you know, kind of, and I haven't used, I haven't really used hairspray lately, because it's been able to kind of keep pretty well. I mean, I guess you could use hairspray if you wanted to, but I choose not to, just so you know, I don't have to, like, because I put so many kind of different products in there. I just don't want to put way too much. All right, so anyways, this is my hair, and I can kind of show you from afar. Move it up. So this is kind of what it looks like. And again, like if you do start feeling like clips or stuff, you know, just move your hair a little bit, and then you're good to go. But yeah, that's what it looks like. I mean, I really do like it. I really do like this look, and this is what it looks like. So you can kind of see it better with the orange top here. But yeah, it just has like a really nice, really nice curl to it, and I really like it. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's all that's pretty much what I do now with my hair, and I am loving it. So please like and subscribe. I think this video is going to be a little bit longer than normal. Hopefully not, but it might be. I don't know yet. We'll see. And but yeah, please like and subscribe. So all I gotta do is just kind of put my earrings on, and then I'm good to go for the day. And yeah, so check you guys later, and please like and subscribe. Bye.